Start by praying Allah's names, kind and merciful. It's true that Allah gave His Prophet a clear victory that started openly with the Treaty of Hudaybiyyah, which basically opened the way towards Mecca. Through the hardship of the journey and hijrah, Allah wanted to forgive Prophet Muhammad for any past slips. Like when the Prophet moved ahead, the dream of entering Mecca, even though there wasn't direct order yet, and not just past mistakes, but any that might come after, too, all forgiven. With that forgiveness, Allah completed our Lord's blessings on Prophet Muhammad. Lord kept guiding the Prophet constantly on the straight path, the path of true guidance. Allah helped Prophet Muhammad in every possible way, like how Allah sent down calm and peace into the hearts of the true believers during the treaty situation, so their faith and conviction would grow even stronger. All the arms and forces, whether in the earth or the heavens, are under Allah's command, ready by Lord's order. Allah alone knows everything in the heavens and the earth, and Lord is completely wise in every decision. By strengthening their faith, Allah will admit believing man and woman into gardens with the river flowing, refreshing for the thirsty, and they'll stay there forever. That's their final home. And for those who stood with Prophet Muhammad, Allah will remove their bad deeds and separate evil from them on the day of judgment. For them with Allah, that's a huge success. But the hypocrites, men and women, and the disbelievers, men and women, who think awful, wrong things about Allah, Lord will punish them severely. Their own evil and misfortune will circle back on them in this world. Allah's anger and dislike will be on them, and Lord will curse them and for them in the next life. Hellfire is already prepared, a terrible place to end up. Again, all forces in the heavens and earth are under Allah's command. Allah knows everything, and Lord is perfectly wise. It's also true that Allah made Prophet Muhammad a witness over all people, someone who brings good news of reward for good deeds and warn of punishment for bad deeds. So the true believers should have faith in Allah and Lord's Messenger, honor Lord deeply, recognize Lord's greatness and dignity. All honor belongs to Lord, and glorify Lord morning and evening, all day and night. It's also true that when people gave their pledge to the Prophet, the pledge of Ridwan at Hudaybiyyah, they were actually making that pledge with Allah. Allah's hand was over their hands. Now, whoever breaks the pledge after making it, the harm is only on himself. He'll face it. But whoever fulfills the promise he made with Allah, Allah will give him a massive, countless reward. Those who stayed behind from the journey will quickly come back and say to Prophet Muhammad, "Our world and families kept us busy. That's why we couldn't go. Just ask Allah to forgive us." But they are only saying it with their tongues, not from their hearts. They weren't really sorry. Prophet Muhammad, tell them, who can protect you from Allah in anything if Lord intends harm for you, or if Lord intends benefits for you. No one but Allah. Allah is fully aware of everything you people do. The truth is, they assumed that the messenger and the believers would never return to their families again. That thought made their hearts feel good. They decorated it for themselves. But those assumptions were terrible. With that mindset, you will end up as a ruined, destroyed nation. Anyone who doesn't truly believe in Allah and Lord's Messenger, for those who deny Allah and the Prophet and reject the message, Allah has prepared a blazing fire. Understand this, all dominion belongs to Allah alone. Everything in the heavens and everything in the earth. Allah forgives whoever Lord wills and punishes whoever Lord wills. It's not up to the Prophet. No one forgives and shows mercy more than Allah. When you came back, those who didn't go with Prophet Muhammad said, "No, let us go with you where there's war booty to collect," meaning toward Khyber. Let us come so we can take some of that wealth. By doing that, they wanted to change Allah's word. They'd only join when there's profit, not loss. Prophet Muhammad tell them, "You can't come with us believers like that. Allah already said this about you long before." They respond, "You believers are just jealous of us locals, thus we'll get wealth." But they don't understand the point. Only a few of them actually get it. Prophet Muhammad tell those who stayed behind from fighting, "Very soon you will be called to face a nation of strong fierce fighters. You will either fight them or they'll surrender and become believers like at the conquest of Mecca. If you obey and come along at that time of battle, Allah will give you an excellent, beautiful reward. But if you turn away again, like you did at Hudaybiyyah, and don't support, then Allah will give you people from the surrounding tribes a painful punishment. The only ones excused are the blind. They can join the battle. The lame, they can fight. And the sick, they don't have to participate. Everyone else should fight, and whoever obeys Allah and Lord's Messenger, Lord will admit him into gardens with rivers and many orchards. But whoever disobeys and turns back, who won't fight, he'll get a severe punishment. It's confirmed. Allah became pleased, happy with the true believers who pledged to Prophet Muhammad under the tree, the pledge of Ridwan. Promising to fight alongside the Prophet, Allah knew what was in their hearts, how sincere they were in obedience. So Lord sent down peace and calm on them regarding Hudaybiyyah. And in return, Lord will soon bring them to a great victory as their reward. And from that victory at Khyber, they'll also gain a huge amount of war booty. Allah is mighty and perfectly wise in Lord's decisions. No, Allah has promised you true followers many abundant spoils that you will take. So Allah gave you the wealth of Khyber right away, and Lord held back everyone else from using it, like the wealth of Fatah, etc. Malfai. This is so it becomes a miracle for the believers. Allah gave it without them having to fight, And through this, believers take guidance to stay on the straight, true path. And after Khaybar, there's another big victory, Mecca, which you people weren't strong enough to take on your own. The reality is Allah already had that conquest of Mecca under Lord's control. Allah has power over everything. Everything is under Lord's control. And if the disbelievers had fought you believers during the conquest of Mecca, they definitely would have turned and run, abandoned the battlefield. And if they did that, they had no friend to stand with them and no one to help them. This is Allah's way. It's been warning since before. Who our Allah doesn't help, no one can help him. And you people will never find any change in Allah's way. It stays like this. Lord is the one who held back the hands of the disbelievers from you and your hands from them in the valley of Mecca after Lord had given you victory over them. Allah was watching everything you believers were doing. Among them were disbelievers who stopped you believers from entering Masjid al-Haram, the Kaaba, at Hudaybiyyah. They even stopped your sacrificial animals from reaching the place where they were supposed to be slaughtered. If there was believing man and woman inside Mecca that you didn't know about, you might have unknowingly harmed them, killed them, then you wouldn't have been in trouble. You didn't know and you'd feel ashamed. But Allah wanted to admit you believers into Lord's mercy. That's for whoever Allah wills. If the believers inside Mecca had been separated from the disbelievers, Allah would have given those disbelievers a painful punishment. But when the hearts of those disbelievers became filled with stubborn ignorance, we won't let them enter for Umrah. Allah sent down calm and peace on Lord's messenger and the believers. And Lord made them hold firmly to the word consciousness. And those true believers deserved the peace, and so did their families. Allah knows everything. It's proven true. Allah made Lord's messenger dream come true. Completely real about entering Masjid al-Haram for Umrah, just like Allah willed, in total peace, the true way, with hearts shaved or hair cut short without any fear. Allah knew at the time of Hudaybiyyah what you believers didn't want to do. You didn't want to live without Umrah. So through this Treaty of Hudaybiyyah, Allah brought the conquest of Mecca closer for them. Allah is the one who sent Lord Messenger Muhammad to you people with guidance and the true way, so that through Prophet Muhammad, Allah would make Lord's guidance manifest over all religions, and Allah's testimony is enough for that guidance becoming manifest. Understand, Muhammad is Allah's messenger, prophet, and those who believe with the prophet are very firm and tough on the disbelievers in their decisions, but they are merciful to each other. You'll see those believers bowing and prostrating, offering prayer, seeking Allah's favor through that prayer, and trying to please Allah by asking forgiveness. Because of that, you will definitely see marks of frequent prostration on their faces, on their foreheads. That same sign of there in the Bible, mark of prostration on the face, and the same sign is in the gospel. Their example in worship is exactly like a crop. It puts out its shoot, then strengthens its root, then it grows thick and stands straight on its stem, like a trunk. And it pleases the farmer, Allah, to see it. Allah spread Lord's true guidance like this, so that the disbelievers get angry and hate it when it stands tall. Allah's promise is for those who truly believe and do good deeds. For them is forgiveness and a huge reward on the day of judgment.